The next operation we are going to apply on matrix is the multiplication. Unlike addition or subtraction, where the two matrices needs to be equal, here the requirement is little different. If I have to multiply matrix A with the matrix B, the resulting matrix will be A, B, or you can call it C, whatever. Okay. So I am taking it AB. Now, if A is of the matrix 3, the order of matrix A is 3:2. The order of B matrix should be such that the number of columns of matrix A should be equal to the number of rows of matrix B. The resulting, so this 2, this m into n, and this is m into n. So n of A should be equal to the m of B. This should be equal, and the resulting matrix will have the order of 3:4. This should be equal. This will be the result. You getting it? If I have to multiply matrix A with matrix B, the columns of matrix A should be equal to the rows of matrix B. So the resulting matrix will have the order of 3:4. That is the number of rows of the number of rows of matrix A and the number of columns of matrix B. Like if I am writing this A. There are 3 rows and 2 columns. Like this is 3 rows, 2, 1, 3. I am taking the random numbers. There are 2 columns, 1, 4, and 5. This matrix has an order of 3:2. Now I have to multiply this with the matrix B. Now the B should have the order of 2:4. There should be 2 rows, 3, 4. There are 2 rows and 4 columns, 5, 6, 1, 4, 2, 3. So now this has an order of 2:4. Now we can multiply these two matrices. So what we learned from here is that the number of columns of matrix A, this is matrix A, this is matrix B. The number of columns of matrix A are equal to the number of rows of matrix B. Now we will do the multiplication part. After this, I hope you have understood the order. The resulting order will be 2 and 2 is same. The resulting matrix will have the order of 3:4. That means it will have, if I am taking this as C, so the resulting matrix C will have elements such as C11. There will be 3:4. The order is 3:4. So C21, C31. I am writing the elements of the resulting matrix. Here it will be C12, C13, C14. So I am taking 3 columns and 3 rows and 4 columns. This is C22, C23, C24, C32, C33, and C3, 4. This is our resulting metric, the C. Now, rest is the multiplication of the elements. Now that's a little tricky one. Let's start. First, I am taking a matrix of first matrix A is of 2:2. Sorry, 2:2. I am taking random elements 4, 2, 3, 1. Now I have to multiply it with the matrix B, and I am taking the order of this matrix as 2:3. Now 1, 4, 5, 2, 6, 8. Now, as we know that these two matrices can be multiplied, because here n is equal to the m. N of A, matrix A, is equal to the m of matrix B, and the resulting, let's say, A into B will be equal to C. The order of C will be 2:3. Now we have to see now we have to calculate the value of the elements of matrix C. C first, as we know that this will have the order of 2:3. So C11, C12, C13, C21, C22, C23. 2:3. We have 2 rows and 3 columns. First, I am calculating the value of C11. This. To calculate the value of the first element, that is of first row and first column, I told you we have to go like this. The number of columns should be equal to the number of rows of the other matrix. So C11, the value of C11 will be equal to, we have to multiply 4 with 1 and plus 3 with 4. Getting my point? To calculate the value of C11, I am taking C1. This is first row. I am taking first row, and for the first column, I am taking the first column of the B. So the value is 4 into 1 plus 3 into 4. This is the value of C11. The result is 4. 4 3s are 12. 12 plus 4, 16. Likewise, I am calculating the value of C12 now. I have to take first row C12, that means row 1, and the column of second one is B is this. So for C12, the value will be 4 into 5 plus 3 into 2. The first row and the second column. 4 into 5 plus 3 into 2. 5 4s are 20, 3 2s are 6. Okay. Likewise, I will calculate the value of C13. Okay. C13 will be first row C1, first row of A and third column of B. So 4 into 6 plus 3 into 8. Right? Now we have completed the first row. Coming to the second row. Now I am calculating the value of C21. Second, now coming to the second row with, we have to multiply the second row with the first column. Second row is 2 and 1 and the first column is 1 and 4. So the value of C21 will be 2 into 1 plus 1 into 4. 2 into 1, 1 into 4. C22. The value of C22 will be the second row of A and the second column of B. This will be 2 into 5 plus 1 into 2. You all can multiply this and add this. The value of C23, the last one, will be the second row of A and the third column of B. 2 into 6 plus 1 into 8. So like this we calculate the value, we perform the function of multiplication on matrices. If this is clear, I can move forward. I can take another example for multiplication. So I'm just writing the resulting matrix also. C. Earlier I wrote C11, C22. Now I am writing the values. The first value C11 is 16. C12 is 26. 4, 6 is 24, 24 and 24, 48. The third value is 48. 2 and 4, 6. C21 is 6. 10 and 2, 12. 6 2 is 12 and 8. 12 and 8 is 20. Sorry if I have calculated any value wrong. Okay, I am taking the next example. Now I am taking a different order. Let's say I have two matrices. One is C and one is D. The resulting matrix I have to calculate is CD. Now this matrix C is, let's say it's 3 by 3. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 1, 2 and 4. 3 is to 3. This is C. Another, it can be multiplied with the matrix which have three, which will have 3, because it has 3 columns. So the another matrix should have 3 rows. So this is 2, 3 and 5. Number of columns equal to number of rows of the second one, which is D. Okay, let's take it this only. This has a order of 3 is to 1. Now M of C and N of C and M of D is same. This is same. It can be multiplied. The resulting matrix will have an order of 3 is to 1. So it will have 3 rows and 1 column. So this is the resulting matrix. Now we will multiply. How we are going to multiply is taking, because the first element is CD11. First row, first column. 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 5 into 1. So we can do it separately. 2 into 1 is 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 1 into 5. So 2, 6, 5. It's 13. 2, 6, 5. Now coming to the second element, it is CD 2, 1, second row, first column. So I have to take second row, and since there is only one column, 2 into 2 plus 4 into 3 plus 3 into 5. So this is 4, this is 12, this is 15. So the result is 36. Sorry, 31. The last one is I have to take third row and first column. 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3. I hope you are getting 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 4 into 5. Into 5. So the result is 2, 6, 20. The result is 28. I hope this is more clear. I can take one more example because that's the most important one. In almost all applications, this function we are going to use. So the last example I am taking, x, y, we have to multiply two matrices x and y, and the resulting matrix is Z. X. Which order should I take? I think we have covered. We can take the same order as well. Two by two. Or fine. This is, because this is same, the result is going to be 2:2. 1, 2, 4, 3, 5, 1, 3, 2. So now they are of the same order. We can have bigger matrices as well. We can once you practice this, you can solve the bigger matrices also. Now the Z will have the order of 2:2. 2:2. Now first I am solving Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. I am solving first Z11, row of first, column of second. Row of first, column of second. So it is 1 into 5 plus 4 into 1. This is Z11. Next is Z12. 5 plus 4, 9. Now I have to calculate Z12, row of first, column of second. 1 into 3 plus 4 into 2. 3 plus 6, 9. Sorry, 8 plus 3, 12. I'm sorry again, it's 11. Z 2, 1. I am calculating the value of this one. So that's why I am saying it needs a lot of concentration because it's a little tricky one. So you tend to get confused in between. So, but if the, one value is wrong, the entire question, you can lose marks. The last, this one, Z21, second row, first column. It is 2 into 5 plus 3 into 1. And the last one is Z22, second row, second column. 2 into 5 and 3 into 1. Okay, the last one is Z2 to 2 into 3 plus 3 into 2. So this is 10 plus 3, 13. This is 6 plus 6, 12. I hope this concept is clear.